Hi guys, it's me, Belinda. I am back today to chef it up for you guys as I promised. I miss you guys tremendously. I'm so happy to be here today to do a one-on-one with you guys. So pretty much I am all prepped up in my kitchen with all these ingredients around me. I'm getting ready to chef it up and get down for you guys. So how's everybody? We've been good. Me and my kids are super good. We've just been trying to enjoy the last days, of summer before school starts for my kids. Very much needed. So yeah, pretty much we're just all trying to just enjoy the rest of this summer. However, I did want to go on vacation, but that was like something I had to decide between my kids and everything that had going on. We do plan on still doing something with the kids, of course. But however, I just upgraded to a nice car. So it was either that or vacation. So I chose the car. And I'm very happy. Very happy. I love my baby. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to start out with my yogi tea and get that going. So like I said, we're going to be doing a spaghetti, okay? But it's going to be a roast beef spaghetti. So that's what we're doing today if you watch my last video. So basically it's just an Angus roast beef meat that I'm going to be slicing up really pretty on top of the spaghetti. And of course I'm using meat. I'm using sauce, but without meat in it. It's just plain old sauce. We're gonna get down to the nitty gritty with the ingredients. So let me go ahead and get my tea up in here in my Wonder Woman cup because that's how I'm feeling today. Yes. So I hope everybody's enjoying their summer. Like I said, we always do things as a family every day. So we're good. We're always up to something. Okay. So let's get some hot water going on over here. Now, however, I did switch up my tripod in a different angle. So basically, it looks like I'm going to have to be like grabbing you around the kitchen a little bit. So just please, again, bear with me. Today is actually a nice day. It's not too hot out. It's perfect. I had a nice bike ride by myself while my kids were sleeping. And, right now my children are in the living room. So if you hear them at the end of the day, we're all mommies. Like I said, they're on the PlayStation playing their WWE games and stuff. So, and my daughter with that anime, she's so into that anime. I think a lot of the kids are into that, but she's really into that anime. So I just got her a game. It's called Jump from for anime from Walmart. So she's all into that right now. So if you hear them get a little rowdy, they just get excited. They're kids. Okay, so I want to get down to the nitty gritty with the ingredients. Oh my God, this tastes so good. This weather has been so hot for these past couple days. And again, like I said, I'm not complaining about the weather. I love it. I just would rather be on an island somewhere, wet somewhere. Okay, I'm getting some Instagram notices there. Than to be, pretty much just in the heat. Okay, so like I said, we're doing a roast beef spaghetti. Okay, I'm using a Angus meat beef. It's a cab top round roast. That's the meat I'm using. I'm going to show you in a minute. Which I got at the Wise, which is my favorite grocery store that I go to. Everything's really, really fresh. Just the other day, I went into Wise, which is very close from where I live in the Pennsylvania area, 11th and Rockland, Reading, right around the corner. And their bread just came in. They're just loaves of bread that I bought, Italian bread, and it was still warm, y'all. So that's how fresh their stuff comes in. Like the bread was literally all warmed up. Ready to just take out the store. Okay, so back to me. well, with the ingredients, I'm also doing a different pasta for this dish. I'm doing a cabanel arson pasta, which is this pasta here, and which works great with this dish. However, you can use other pastas as well, but this is the one that I prefer to use with this dish. Super yummy. Like I said, if you want things to come out the way I cook them, you must follow the ingredients. Okay, so then I'm using that pasta. I also have, it's called a della grosso. It's a meatless pasta sauce. So I'm also using that as well, which is this here, my friend. You know, like about $2, $2.50 for it. And it needs to be meatless. Like I said, this is the one I prefer. You're more than welcome to choose something different. But again, these are my ingredients to this dish, so you might want to follow them. As long as it's meatless, but this is the one I prefer. Okay, so basically for the Angus beef, let me just quick show you here. All right, this is what it looks like. It's actually cut. If you look, it's actually cut a little bit, which I'm gonna cut more into that. So this is how beautiful, this is how fresh it comes from Wise, and it looked really, really red earlier when I first took it out. Now it's getting that darker from sitting on the counter a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and open this up. Okay, and I need to make sure I have this here. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and open this meat up so it can get nice and cleaned out. I just see my oldest son try to come in the back door. He's chilling with mama too. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna just go ahead and clean this out really, really good. Okay, I always add some salt on there as well, just to get out, you know, all those germs in the meat. That could be in the meat, you know. Like I said, Wise is pretty fresh, so I trust them with a lot of the meat that I get there as well. You also want to add some vinegar. I mean, it's up to you. You don't have to, but if you prefer to, you can add that as well. Okay, just to make sure I have everything here. Okay. And again, you can either use regular vinegar, or you can also use the mother, which is the apple cider one, which is the one I prefer to use more than the regular vinegar. Okay, so let's just get to this. Okay, Jay, mommy's actually recording right now. It's okay. Just, can you sneak through here? This is my oldest son. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, say hi to the camera.
No.
That's my oldest son. Like I said, at the end of the day, we're moms, right? Okay, so I forgot to actually tell him I was recording to come in through the front, but it's okay. Like I said, I love being a mom. So he's my oldest. Okay, so you just want to go ahead and add some of that, you know, vinegar. Like I said, this is the one I prefer, just to clean your meat a little bit. And we're going to go ahead and just let that sit for a little bit. Put this back in here. All right, so also I wanted to share with you guys what I'm doing for the garlic bread, the homemade garlic bread that I said I was going to be doing. Okay, well, I actually went out and I got the long French bread in slices, which is like this. So my homemade garlic bread, it's the paste that I put on top of the bread. It's the ingredients that I have to butter the bread up very nicely. I also cut this in long slices and I toast it up. So we're going to get to that. But we are using a paste today, and pretty much I'm going to bring this over to you now so you can see. These are going to be all my ingredients that are going into the paste for my bread. Okay, so here we have the granny apples. I'm doing a half a granny apple. I'm doing a 1/3 of the Baja garlic and parsley. That's this here. I like this brand. I also have my sweet tomatoes here, little tomatoes. 1/3 cup of that. Minced garlic, 1/3 cup of that. Goya extra virgin olive oil. I use this as well. Just sprinkles of that. I also smashed this Hass avocado. That's what this is. Hass. For those who don't know, there's many different kinds of avocados that I play with. This is the one that I'm going to be mushing inside my Bella blender in the back. My universal Bella blender. I'm going to be using all these ingredients. I'm going to be like making a paste, so you will see that shortly. So the meat is pretty simple that I'm doing. We're also going to add some of that country crock butter, 3 teaspoons of that inside with the paste as well. But we'll get to that. I'm just trying to run some of the ingredients down to you. So this way you have an idea of what I'm doing, okay? All right, so we're gonna get right to the meat, y'all. But in the meantime, I am going to light my fire and I am going to pour some of this lovely water here that I have into my favorite pot here. And that is gonna be for my pasta. However, I do my meat first, but I like to warm up my pasta's water slowly with salt and a little bit of oil, canola oil. So we're going to just get that started in there. So that's out the way. And I do keep it at a low heat. And when I'm ready to throw the pasta in, it's nice and leveled out the water, the temperature, the way I want it. Okay, so we're gonna drizzle some of that canola oil so the pasta don't stick as well. Okay, so we have that going on over here. Let me make sure you can see me. There you go. Okay, so this is my my pan here. I'm gonna be using for the Angus beef, roast beef. Yes. So the ingredients for the roast beef are very simple, which we're gonna get to that in a minute. However, I did change some things around in my kitchen, and that is why my my table setting and my tripod is a little different. So sorry about that. I don't have very good lighting today, so hopefully this video will shine a little bit. You know, like I said, my kitchen's in the back of my house, so it's a little cloudy back here and sunny out there, unfortunately. Okay, so we're gonna just go ahead and start getting into that meat. Like I said, you just want to let it sit for a little bit. Okay. Okay, let me just grab this here. Just so it can absorb that vinegar, as well as the vinegar to clean the meat out and stuff. All right, so what we're doing just long slices. Okay, and like I said, this is a little sliced up already, but not really. You still have to dig into it. Depends how you buy it, how they sell it. So I want to make it a little bit my way. And like I said, y'all, this dish is to die for. You're really gonna like this dish. So that's the first thing we're going to do, is work on our meat. Then we're going to do our paste for the garlic bread with my ingredients. And everything's going to come out really good. So I missed you guys like I always do. I'm glad to be here chefing it up one-on-one and be able to talk to you guys. I've been sending out those little videos. which I said before I don't like. But, you know, it works when you have a busy schedule. Like, I was busy all week, so that works out for me to do those little videos when I don't have the time to do longer ones. So it feels like summer is like almost like over, like already. It's just crazy. Kids are back to school. It's a lot going on. So I still have to get a few things for my kids for school, although they're pretty much well off with what the stuff they have. My kids have a bunch of stuff, you know. It's weird because I'm the type of mom, like if I have, you know, leftover pencils, paper, crayons, all that stuff. My son's going to 2nd grade. My daughter's going to 6th. So I got to watch out for her. Middle school. Although, like I said, she's a sweetheart and she gets along with everybody. My daughter's super awesome. So I take like little Ziploc baggies and like I preserve. I make sure that they use all those old pencils, all that stuff. And then I also make sure that, you know, I take them out and get some new funky, sparkly ones that they can, you know, take to school as well. So I'm one of those mothers. Yes, for sure. Okay, so I'm going to cut a couple more pieces here and we can get the frying and the marinating this meat, which I'm so excited. And this meat is pretty tough. You know, it's a roast meat. Very good for your oven as well. Okay. But we're sauteing today in a pan. We're not doing any oven business stuff here. And I'm getting a lot of stuff from Instagram. So just making sure that's not affecting my recording. All right, y'all. So we're pretty much done here. Sometimes you kind of like gotta tear that meat up. Okay. I'm getting a lot of love, y'all. Okay, so back over here. We're just gonna rinse that meat out real good again. Make sure it's nice and clean. One more time. All right. I'll let that drain. I'm gonna go ahead and start my pot here and put it on a low heat so it can start getting nice and warm up in there, ready for that meat. Okay, and I'm gonna take the lid off so I can keep an eye on it. All right, so basically you want the slices to be like this. So that way when you lay them on top of the spaghetti, it's perfect. You know, it's just like, just lay them on top. Nice strips like this. Easy to chop up with a steak knife and eat. Very delicious. Now, sometimes you can get some other funky pieces like this. Like I would say fatty, the fatty part and the meaty part. Well, this is the fatty part, which I like too. All right, so the meat is very simple. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this over here closer because like I said, my tripod, I have a lot going on over here. I also got a freezer, y'all, that I got. I needed it for extra, to put extra stuff. Okay, so just want to make sure I have this here. Okay. All right, so I hear that sizzling. That's great. All right, so over here for a minute. That should be good. Okay, y'all, so these are all the pieces getting ready to go up in my bowl here. I'm going to turn you towards my way. Wait, a little down. Okay. And I'm gonna throw all those pieces in my see-through glass bowl so that way you guys can see. And I'm actually gonna take this down a little bit, my tripod, just a little bit, so that you could see what I'm doing. All right, okay. Now let me move you here. Wait, a little bit more, wait. I was hoping you could see that. All right, let's take it back up. I think it was better where it was at. All right. All right. Okay, I can always bring it up to you, okay? Sorry about this little issue here with my tripod. Okay, so pretty much it's very simple, the seasoning for this meat. It's just, we're just doing, it's a Holy Smokes pork meat rub from Badia, okay? So this is what I'm using. I'm using a 1/3 of this, okay? And this is all the perfect seasoning from Goya. I've used this in my other dishes and my other videos as well. Doing also a 1/3 of this as well for that rub. So we're gonna go ahead and throw that in there, which I have here. So a 1/3 of each of those. Okay, and that was my other one. Okay, and then we're also gonna do sprinkles of the soy sauce. Just the sprinkles, I would say about like 3 teaspoons inside the meat. So I just do like 1, 2, and 3. Okay, because the hole's so small, so. Anyway, these 3 ingredients bring great flavor to this meat. That's all you need. The spaghetti, very simple with those noodles, and I can't wait to get to the paste for the bread. Okay, long night. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and rub this all in there. I'm gonna use one hand today. And this looks amazing. It smells great. That soy sauce is just all up in there. Marinating with the Goya perfect seasoning. Also with that Holy Smokes. I love that one. I use that on my ribs a lot too. All right, so pretty much this is what it should look like. All pretty. Okay. And we're just going to go ahead and add them in. Let's be careful here. I usually dip them both sides before I lay them down. Yesterday I cooked my spicy Goya beans along with white rice, which I did post with, oh man, these pork chops I got from Wise, they were so chunky. I love them. And it's awesome because the people there are so friendly. The guy that butchers the meat up, if you tell him you want a certain amount, how you want it sliced, whatever, they're very good on that as well. So it is one of the reasons why I like going to the Wise. They have awesome people that work there. All right, so that's it for that. Like I said, the meat is very simple. Very, very simple. Now, the second part you're going to do, once it's in there, right away. Now, however, I have, I would say, like 1 inch of oil. Okay, all in the pan. Canola oil. Okay, that's what I added in before I threw the meat in. So, after that's up in there, all you're going to do is add that del agroso, which is no meat, just a simple sauce. And you're going to just go ahead and add this right on top of that meat, y'all. Really good. Yeah. Super yummy. All right, there we go. So you're gonna go ahead and just add that in. Can you see me? Yes. And guess what? That's it. That's all for the meat. You're just gonna let it sit and do its work. And I always add a little bit more of water in here. Shake it up, just like if you're doing a spaghetti, just to make sure that, because this, when it kind of sautés the meat and brings it down, it has, the sauce can get a little thick. So if you want to water it down just a little bit, I know I do towards the end. We're going to throw that lid on top and just keep it at a low heat. You don't want to bring it up into a high heat. Keep it at a low heat for about a half hour or so, and then you can bring it up when it starts getting toasty. So I'm going to put this on the side. All right. The pasta water is looking good. I have I use this for tacos. I use this for my bread, for everything. And this is where we're going to toast up that lovely French long bread in pieces. I do long pieces, like I said. Super yummy on the top of this, on the side, however you want it. Okay, so I just want to make sure that's all good. Okay, let it rock out, right? Okay, so we're going to have to bring you a little closer, I think. All right. Okay, so next up, what we're going to be doing, we are going to be doing that paste. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot this video out. I'm so happy and excited to be here today. It's been a couple days. I've been very busy. Definitely when the kids are back in school, I'm going to have a lot more time to chef it up one-on-one with you guys. I love talking to you guys. I love breaking down the ingredients, showing you how I chef prep and all that good stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot this out, and I will be posting the next part of how I do the paste for the bread. So don't miss it. My homemade paste for that garlic, yummy, delicious bread. Mwah. Catch you in a little bit.